May I ask you to all please rise for the processional?
At this time, we ask that you please remain standing for the invocation. Lord, we come before you with full hearts and lifted hands, grateful for your presence on this journey. You have been our strength and weakness, our peace and chaos, our light in moments when the path was unclear. We thank you for bringing us to this day, a day that once lived only in our dreams. Lord, we thank you for every test that became a testimony, for every late night turned breakthrough, and for the grace that sustained us when we thought we couldn't go any further. You planted purpose in us, and today we walk in it. We thank you for the single parents who chase dreams while raising children, for the first-generation graduates who rewrote stories of their families, for every student who felt like an outsider but stayed anyway, for those who balance school with work, with caregiving, and with service, and for those who didn't just make it, but made it matter. We honor the ancestors who paved the way, the loved ones who prayed for us, and the professors who pushed us beyond our limits. We didn't get here alone, and we don't take that moment lightly. Now, as we prepare to leave this chapter behind and step boldly into our future, we ask for your covering. Go before us, stand beside us, and remain within us. Let us lead not with fear, but with faith. Let us speak with wisdom, act with compassion, and rise with the power that you've placed inside each of us. We are bold, we are blessed. We are bulldogs, not just for today, but for our lifetime. In your name we pray, amen, and go dogs.
Please remain standing for the presentation of colors. please join me in the pledge of the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. So it is a great honor for me this morning to welcome all of you to the UGA Griffin campus. I'm Dr. Jeffrey Dean. I've had the privilege of leading this campus for the past 2.5 years. Before I have my opening remarks, I want to take a moment just to recognize a few of our special audience members today. Mr. Dick Mora, who would be familiar to many of the longtime residents here in Griffin, who was a former mayor and county commissioner, but also led us in the Pledge of Allegiance a few moments ago. Ryan Peavyhouse is a special friend to the campus. He is a great sponsor of many of our events, and he's back in the audience there today. We have a number of deans and provost office representatives who have come over from Athens today to help us recognize our graduates. Amongst those are included Dr. Dean Kopsel, who's representing the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, Dr. Scott Arduin, who represents Mary Frances Early College of Education, Dr. Anna Stemhort, representing the Franklin College of Arts and Sciences, Ann Schaefer, who's here representing the Graduate School, and Dr. Laura Clark, representing Terry College of Business. I also want to make sure to recognize for her last commencement ceremony on this campus, Dr. Jeanette Taylor, the Associate, or Vice Provost, pardon me. She's been a great friend and colleague the past year or so, and she will be returning to Florida State, which was her home institution before she joined UGA, but I'm very pleased to recognize her this morning. Also with us, Dr. John Seeger, who's the director of UGA's Student Veterans Resource Center. We have a number of veterans this morning amongst our graduating class, so we're particularly pleased to have him here to talk to us. And then also the Honorable Drew Ferguson, who should be familiar to many of the locals in the audience, was formerly our U.S. Congressman, and today has a great smile on his face, and we're finally glad to have gotten him here to talk to our graduates. So, and just thank you to all the rest of you in the audience for joining us today. It's a glorious day. It may be a little moister than we had planned for, but we certainly are going to enjoy a bountiful May flowers as a consequence of this. So I'm going to welcome that rain nonetheless. On behalf of the University of Georgia, I wish to welcome all of our graduates, their family and guests, as well as faculty, staff, and students to the Griffin campus Spring 2025 graduation celebration and brick dedication ceremony. Our graduates have faced multitude of challenges in the time that they have been with us on this campus. Some of them have been here, were here at the end of COVID. A few of them were here as we recovered from the tornado a couple of years ago. And they've encountered all sorts of other obstacles, but have grown in overcoming them. You graduates, you've persevered, you've overcome those challenges, and are now graduating. We're pleased to celebrate your graduation and your achievements by holding this graduation and bricklaying ceremony. And unfortunately, it won't be out on the lawn, but nonetheless, we are here. While every member of the Griffin campus team contributes to the success of our graduates, students are most closely assisted by our instructional faculty, as well as staff in the instructional support office on campus. Students on this campus enjoy low student-to-faculty ratios, which allows for personalized instruction from world-renowned faculty. Our students and alumni have voiced that this is one of their primary reasons for coming to the Griffin campus and the high value they place on their experiences while here. We're pleased to recognize your hard work and celebrate your accomplishments in graduating with a University of Georgia degree. Graduates, I would ask that you now join me in celebrating the support and encouragement from your family and friends, without whom this path would have been so much more difficult. Please. So today marks the 37th graduation celebration on the Griffin campus. And today's graduates will join more than 700 others who have completed their UGA degrees on this campus. So welcome to the family. And I hope you will return often and help the next generation of those behind you as they come and finish their degrees. Next, I want to take a moment just to introduce our guest keynote speaker for this morning. As I mentioned, the Honorable Drew Ferguson attended UGA until being accepted into the dentistry program at the Medical College of Georgia in 1988. He has been a practicing dentist since 1992, and he served as an adjunct faculty member in the Medical College of Georgia for several years. His political experience spans back to serving as a member of the West Point Board of Aldermen from 1997 to 1999, and from 2008 till 2016, he was the mayor of the city of West Point. And from 2017 to 2025, he served as a representative for the United States House of Representatives District 3. In his role as a U.S. representative, he served on various committees, including the Budget Committee. He was vice chair for Economic Development, Public Buildings, and Emergency Management Subcommittee, served on the Education and Workforce Committee, Health, Employment, Labor, and Pensions Subcommittee, Highways and Transit Subcommittee, House Ways and Means Subcommittee on Trade, the Subcommittee on Social Security, Transportation and Infrastructure Committee, Water Resources and Environment Subcommittee, and Workforce Protections Subcommittee. A very busy man, as you can well see. Drew has been on the board of various entities for the Troup County area since 2008, including the Downtown West Point Development Authority, the Troup County Strategic Plan Incorporated, and the West Point 2100 Foundation. He served as a member of the Criminal Justice Coordinating Council, the Georgia Dental Association, the International College of Dentistry, and the Pierre Fauchard Academy. He served as the chair of the State Statistical Analysis Committee, board member of the Valley Partnership of Joint Economic Development, president of the West District Dental Society, and the board of directors for Capital City Community and Lemire Memorial Hospital. And most recently, he has been named Senior Vice President for Government Affairs and Policy of Hyundai Motor Group in Washington, D.C. Drew lives here in the region with his wife, Julie. He's a proud father of 6, Drew, Lucy, Mary Parks, Thad, Elizabeth, and Olivia. We are pleased and humbled and honored to have the Honorable Drew Ferguson join us this morning as our Spring 2025 keynote speaker. Drew, please come forward.
Good morning, everyone, and Dr. Dean and faculty, thank you for the honor and privilege of being the keynote speaker this morning. I want to add one thing onto my resume that may be probably the most important thing right now. In addition to our 6 children, we have 3 grandchildren right now, and so it's a wonderful time in life. To the graduates, you have big dreams. And you have a lot of dreams that you have been thinking about for a long time. And today is a step in achieving those dreams. But from here forward, If you have dreams but you don't have a plan, they will simply remain a dream. And if you don't have tools in order to work that plan, then your dream will simply remain a dream. So what are the tools that you will need to be successful? And this morning, I'd like to share with you a few of those things that I have learned myself, but I've also watched in other people that have risen to success in their profession, but most importantly, they have found happiness and peace in life. So what's the first tool? To me, it's a three-legged stool, and it's something that I have taught our children day in and day out over the years. It's a three-legged stool that consists of three things: hard work, intelligence, and honesty. Now, I want you to think about it for a minute. If you pull one of those legs out from under that stool, what happens? The world and the workforce and the people around and places that you go, you will see that it is full of people that work hard, okay? They're honest, all right? But they don't make real good decisions. Be smart about your choices. Be smart about how you apply yourself. The world is full of people that are smart, okay? They work hard, okay? But they're dishonest. Be honest and transparent in your actions and build trust in those around you. And think about what happens if you have people that are honest, okay? They're pretty smart about what they do, but they're lazy. They don't get up and work hard every single day. You cannot find success in your next steps if you don't do those three things. The next thing I'll share with you is humility. One summer in between my senior year of high school and my freshman year of college, I was working for an older cousin of mine. He was more like an uncle to me, and he had a marine dealership. And I was in his warehouse working on fiberglass boats. It was maybe the most miserable job that I had ever had. And I came in one day, and I must have been in a bad mood, because apparently I gave him an earful about everything under the sun and what was going on in the world. And he looked at me with all sincerity, and he said, "You know, the smartest person in the world is a high school senior, and the dumbest is a college freshman, and there's not but 24 hours to separate the two." Fast forward. The smartest person in the world is someone who is receiving a diploma, and the dumbest is the one that is starting a new career or a new position. And I've applied that to myself. The smartest person in the world is someone that has been in Congress, and the dumbest is the one that is starting a job the first week on a new job in a post-congressional career. So go in with a level of humility, understanding that you have a remarkable opportunity. You've been able to take the next step, but do it in a very humble way. There's nobody in your new job or your new profession or your new class, if you're going to continue your education, that number one is going to believe that you know everything, and number two, they will not appreciate you acting as though you do. Be humble. Go in and learn. The next tool that you need is patience. Patience is something that is missing all too often in society. I have found that every level of big achievement takes 4 years. And you think about it, everybody wants to move ahead more quickly. But if you look at the perspective of 4 years, high school is 4 years, college is 4 years. And what I have found is that each major advancement takes about 4 years. It takes a year to learn your new environment, your new job, your new colleagues. It takes a solid year to do that. It takes a year to refine your skills and the processes that you're immersed in. It takes a third year to master those. And then it takes a fourth year to figure out what you're going to do with that new perspective of longevity. Here's the other thing. For those that jump around and move very quickly, what you will find is that they never take time to establish themselves and their reputations. 4 years. Think about doing life in 4-year blocks. Every now and then you'll have a remarkable opportunity to jump and skip a couple of years, but most of the time it's hard, persistent work. So don't get too anxious. Have patience and work through that process and enjoy it. Another piece of this perspective is understanding that nothing new is under the sun. I'll tell you a quick story. Probably, Dr. Dean, I apologize if this is a little colorful, but I think it's appropriate. You know, right now, as you're going through school and you're thinking about where we are as a society, where we are as a nation, and you think that this is a fairly tough time. Many folks in this room do. Many folks thought the last 4 years were tough. Many people thought that the 4 years before that were tough. Okay? It evolves. It changes. And I'll tell you this quick story. I had some good friends when I was growing up, and there were 3 of us one night. And we thought we were good kids. We'd never really done anything wrong. But for some reason, we went into my friend Ben's garage, opened a refrigerator that his daddy had there, and he had 6 beers in the refrigerator. And the 3 of us thought we were the coolest thing in the world, and we split that 6-pack. We couldn't have been more than about 14 years old. Woke up the next morning, felt like HE double hockey sticks, laying on the couch, and Miss Gloria, Ben's mama, came in, rattling pots and pans, and said, you boys sit up on the couch. I said, okay. So she said, I want you to realize that every generation thinks they've invented sex and alcohol, but you haven't. Okay? The point of that is that what you think is new right now, someone has been through this before. Don't think that your experience right now is totally unique. Again, learn perspective, learn where you are. And I think that that's important. The other thing that I have found that is incredibly helpful is to have a servant's heart. This made, to me, for me, it was the most fun and it was the most enjoyable part of going through the various phases of my work. You should wake up every day and be passionate about giving. You should never be passionate about taking. Be the shoulders that your colleagues can stand on. Figure out how to serve those around you at work. Be the happy warrior every single day that is working for the betterment of your team, your institution, your job. But go in with that perspective. Have a servant's heart. Giving of yourself will give you more joy and excitement and fulfillment than just about any of these other tools that I have mentioned to you today. And that service needs to go beyond just your job or your education. Find ways to be productive and helpful in the community that you serve. It doesn't matter what it is, but find a way on a daily basis or a weekly basis to give of yourself, your time, and your talents. People that you will be around need that. They need your expertise. They need your kindness. They need your enthusiasm. And if you go into the world every single day with that servant heart, you will find that your lives will be much happier and much more fulfilled. And by the way, I've never seen people that rise to the top that without a servant heart that find any kind of joy and happiness. If all you do is charge ahead, and that is not a leader. A leader going by himself or herself is just a person taking a walk. You want to make sure that you gather those around you, and you do that by serving those around you. Help make the people that you're with the very best that they can be. That's really important. And finally, just from a personal standpoint, work will always be work. You can find happiness and joy with your daily routine. You can find self-fulfillment. You can feel a sense of accomplishment, but it will always be work. You are doing a task in exchange for a paycheck. You have to find a hobby and a passion outside of work that makes sense to you, that you enjoy. It doesn't have to make anybody else happy, but you've got to have that thing over the years where you can wake up and you've got this in the back of your mind to say, well, I want to, when you get tired at the office or you get tired of studying, you want that thing that gives you some energy and something happy to think about. Find that hobby. Find that thing that you can do for yourself. Because at some point, work will end, and you don't want to just be miserable sitting at home. You want to have something that you can continue to do. And then think about the perspective, something that we need, that we all need. It does not matter your background. It does not matter where you come from. It does not matter, your family's background. From this moment on, as you're moving forward and you're really moving into the real world, the thing that you're going to find in the common threads that run through all of us, I have found to be 4. Number 1, we all want to wake up and go to a job where we can provide for ourselves and our family and do it in a meaningful way. So a good job and good work matters. At the end of a hard day's work, you want to come home to a decent and safe place to live. That home, that sanctuary is so important. And being in that is your refuge from a hard day's work. The third thing is that you want to participate in making the next generation great. As parents, we want our children educated so that they have a great opportunity in life. You will want that one day as parents, or you're going to want that as a member of a community to somehow be involved in education for preparing the next generation. And finally, the thing that we all want more than anything else is the freedom to be who we want to be in this remarkable nation of the United States of America. Think about that for a minute. The freedom to be who you want to be and achieve what you want to achieve. It is vitally important for you to have that freedom for the creativity. So think of it as a job, a house, an education, and the freedom to achieve the American dream. Those things are important. So as you go through this day, think about those big dreams that you have. Many of you have already contemplating the next steps in that plan, but use the tools that you will need on a consistent daily basis to achieve and complete that plan so that you can achieve your dream. Have fun. We don't say this enough. Everything, it can't all be fun, and you're going to fail at certain points. You already have many times. It may have been on a test, it may have been in a relationship, but day in and day out, have fun. You should never not have a good time. Very simple saying, having fun is more fun than not having fun. Have fun in life. So with this, I want to again say congratulations. Dream big, develop strong plans, and use good tools to achieve those dreams. And the best, and probably the most, one of the biggest tools that you have is this phenomenal education that you have received from the University of Georgia. So with that, have fun, dream big, and go Dogs.
So one of my favorite traditions on this campus is a recognition that we give to our keynote speakers. This will be familiar to many around, and I'm sure you will recognize the person that are most responsible for this. But thank you so much for joining us this morning and giving such a great presentation for us.
It's my honor. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm John Seegers, and today I have the honor and the privilege of introducing Alex George, your student speaker. Alex, or just George as his friends know him, had a distinguished military career. He did this as an infantryman, and he had hundreds of combat missions in Iraq and Afghanistan. He later served as an intelligence analyst in the latter part of his career. When not serving on the battlefield or supporting combat operations in some way, he was a member of the prestigious 3rd Infantry Regiment, the Old Guard as we know it. This is the Army's ceremonial unit, the official ceremonial unit, where he earned the Military Horseman Badge. He also served during 1,000 or more than 1,000 funerals for fallen service members and veterans. Today, he's a leader within our Student Veterans Association at the University of Georgia, and he's certainly a leader here in Griffin. George is a husband, he's a father, he's a veteran, of course, he's a business owner, and he is a strong advocate of veterans everywhere. This week, he earns his degree in business from the University of Georgia, and we're so proud of him. And he will tell you it's been a long time coming. George, we're very proud of you. Thank you for your service, and thank you for your dedication in becoming a Georgia Bulldog. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex George.
Thank you, Dr. Seegers, and I also take a minute to recognize Dr. Seegers. He was just recently nominated and awarded this year as the Student Veteran of America National Chapter Director. So quick, brought that home to UGA. I also want to take a moment to recognize the amazing staff and faculty here at UGA Griffin. It makes all of this possible and all of our educations possible. Special recognition also to the families who made this specifically for me. My wife, Marie, my girls, Zoe and Scarlett. Thank you for putting up with me for the last 4 years. I know it's been a struggle at times, some long nights and late assignments, but thank you so much. And finally, the whole reason we're here, graduates and doctoral candidates, you all did awesome. Go Dogs. So when I was asked for the privilege of doing this, I sat for a while and debated about what to talk about. And I finally settled on something I used to tell my soldiers. So this is Sergeant First Class George's 10 mantras for living life. So number 1, perspective is reality. How others perceive you is often the reality of you. Speak how you want to be spoken to and how you want to be understood. Dress and present yourself not for the position you have, but the one you want in life. Surround yourself with the people that you would be proud to associate yourself with, and with those who have achieved great things that you hope to do so yourself. Number 2, don't be that guy. Be the person your dog thinks you are. No one thinks you are better than the person than our dogs. Live up to that standard. Be calm and patient with those around you. Really listen and try and understand to the people and what they're saying. Be attentive to those in need, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, and never be that guy that succeeds by bringing others around you down. Number 3, don't be afraid to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to admit that you don't know everything, you don't know one particular thing. Ask a friend, a mentor, an expert, or a leader to help you. It is better to admit that you need help than to let things progress to a point where it's too late. A true sign of maturity and wisdom is knowing when to ask for help. Number 4, community is important. Find your community, or if you're lucky enough, communities. Whatever that community is, spiritually based, hobby based, school based, go Dogs, or work based, give an actively to that community. Give back to those who have been able to give you so much, and don't be afraid to find new communities, as we are creatures of community. But I must say, at the end of the day, if we don't take our time to unite our individual communities to one community, we will fail. Number 5, you are entitled to nothing. Almost everyone can be replaced at a job, so make yourself irreplaceable. If you want to be successful in life, become an expert in your field, but do not lock yourself in. As the saying goes, a jack of all trades is a master of none. But the saying continues, but it is better than being a master of one. Not all greats had that handed to them. Many of them had to work hard to achieve what they have earned. Number 6, everyone deserves dignity, but respect is earned. Everyone here has value and basic human dignity and should be given, and that those who refuse do not or may not deserve your time. Respect on those around you is earned. No one owes you, nor do you owe anyone your respect. Work hard to earn the respect from those around you, and earn someone's respect, and they will help you change the world. Number 7, it is always darkest before the dawn. Murphy's Law has and will strike all of us. I would be not remiss to say that technically my UGA story started 20 years ago with a rejection letter to the University of Georgia. Be ready for it. As the military, we say we have a PACE plan, primary, an alternate, a contingent, and an emergency plan. If you can fill those boxes, you will be ready for anything that life puts in front of you. But when things do get tough or look hopeless, know that you matter and that you are not alone. Ask for help and look for people who you can lean on. Work to live, don't live to work. Life is often about the journey, not the destination. Find a good work-life balance and always find time to have fun or take a rest. Life is too short to only work, but if you do not enjoy life, you will live to regret it. Number 9, success looks different for everybody. You are your strongest advocate. No one knows your value better than yourself. No one knows, no one will fight for you as hard as you will fight for yourself. Work hard to succeed at anything and everything you do, but make sure that you're happy with what you achieve. Never allow yourself to become complacent, but don't lose sight of gratitude. And don't be afraid to fight for what you believe in, but know that that fight may have consequences. Finally, 10, and one is someone who sat through many a military speech: be brief, be brilliant, and be gone. Talk is cheap. Time is irreplaceable. Time is our most precious resource on this earth. Do not waste others. So what you need to do is say what you need to and then move on. Ask yourself if this meeting or this conversation can be an email. The number of what works for you or say what you need to say is not the measure of your intelligence. It's the value and the content of what you say that values your intelligence. So thank you again for this opportunity. Go UGA Griffin and go Dogs.
Thank you, Alex. Great job. We are very honored to have you as part of our UGA Griffin family, and I would ask you all to please join me one more time in giving him another round of applause. All right, so here we are, the moment that I think you all came here to celebrate. Students, you have worked hard to be considered candidates for graduation, and it is our honor to acknowledge your efforts today. Family, friends, faculty, and staff, we appreciate your presence today as you have been an integral part of this journey. We honor you and say congratulations to you as well. Now, a special part of being part of this campus is the receiving and laying of bricks in front of the Student Learning Center, which makes our graduates forever part of this campus. Now today, well, the forecast led us to bring this event inside. But following the recessional from this ceremony, we will still have each of our soon-to-be UGA graduates place their bricks in front of the Student Learning Center. These bricks commemorate the hard work, dedication, and commitment it took to complete your University of Georgia degree. We'll share a little more details on how we will organize that bricklaying as we go on. Now, our campus is very proud of not only having degrees offered by 4 of UGA's colleges, but we are also incredibly pleased to be able to offer both undergraduate and graduate degrees. And today, we will celebrate candidates for bachelor's, master's, specialist, and doctoral degrees. Families, we have photographers who will be capturing photos of your students, and a link to these photos will be mailed to the students a few days after the ceremony. Thank you, Rick Blackshear, and to our IT staff for making this possible. Okay, class of 2025, are you ready? You guys look awesome. This is a great, great looking group. Okay, let's begin. All right, first, Dr. Dean, please come to the stage. And we would be honored to have the Honorable Drew Ferguson join Dr. Dean. We're also very proud to have UGA's Assistant Provost, Dr. Jeanette Taylor, with us today. Dr. Taylor, would you join them on the stage? Franklin College of Arts and Sciences representatives, Dean Anna Stemport and Ms. Faye Chapman, Program Director, would you also come to the stage? The graduates look amazing, but the whole crowd does. What a group. All right, for the Franklin College of Arts and Sciences, Stephanie Amenhauser, Bachelor of Science Microbiology and Bachelor of Science Psychology with a neuroscience emphasis. Ian Marshall, Bachelor of Science Microbiology, cum laude. Victoria Page, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies, Psychology concentration, magna cum laude. Kendall Tharp, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies, Psychology concentration, magna cum laude. Thank you, Dr. Stenport and Ms. Chapman.
Which way?
Either way.
Either way.
You can go right here. Dr. Dean Kopsel, Associate Dean for the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences, and Ms. Pamela Henry, Program Coordinator for the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences. Will you join Dr. Dean, Dr. Ferguson, and Dr. Taylor? I think I said everyone's name. Yes. For the College of Agricultural Environmental Sciences, Hunter Pruitt, Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, Agribusiness. Dr. Ann Schaffer, Associate Dean for the Graduate School, would you join us on stage? Major professors for our master's candidates, please stand when your name is called as your student comes to the stage. Kiara Amaturo, Master of Science, Crop and Soil Sciences. Kiara's major professor is Dr. Musi Habteselassie. Leland Chin, Master of Science, Horticulture. Leland's major professor is Dr. Ping Yu. Yulong Chin, Master of Science, Horticulture. Yulong's major professor is Dr. Ping Yu. Jake McGuinn, Master of Science, Food Science and Technology. Jake's major professor is Dr. Hendrik Denbacher. Miley Mobley, Master of Science, Plant Breeding, Genetics, and Genomics. Miley's major professor is Dr. Peggy Ozias Akins. Akila Pati, Master of Science, Food Science and Technology. Akila's major professor is Dr. Malaka Saley. Anthony Suri Miharjara, Master of Science, Food Science and Technology. Anthony's major professor is Dr. Hula Zhu. Muna Ugo Ukegbu, Master of Science, Food Science and Technology. Muna's major professor is Dr. Malaka Saley. Our next two are PhD candidates for the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences. Major professors, please come to the stage and join your student when their name is called. Peter Chirelli, Food Science and Technology, Doctor of Philosophy, Major Professor, Dr. Kevin Misaval. Harshita Saxena, Plant Pathology, Doctor of Philosophy, Major Professors, Dr. Bo Shribari and Dr. Paul Raymer. I think our stage is at capacity. Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Copsell and Ms. Henry. Dr. Dean, Dr. Ferguson, Dr. Taylor, and Dr. Schaffer, please remain on the stage. And will Dr. Scott Ardwan, Associate Dean for Research and Graduate Education for the Mary Frances Early College of Education, please come to the stage. That was fast. For the Mary Frances Early College of Education, our first three candidates are completing graduate degrees in the Mathematics Education Pre-K through 8 program. Will Program Coordinator Dr. Robin Overick please join us on the stage? Shawnee Major, Education Specialist, Mathematics Education, Pre-K through 8. Shawnee's major professor is Dr. Marcia Hines. Nicole Smith, Masters of Education, Mathematics Education, Pre-K through 8. Nicole's major professor is Dr. Robin Overick. Denisha Urgent, Masters of Education, Mathematics Education, Pre-K through 8. Denisha's major professor is Dr. Robin Overick. Thank you, Dr. Overick. Dr. Dallin Young, Program Coordinator for the Student Affairs Leadership Program, please join the others on the stage. The next 5 candidates are educational doctorate candidates for the Mary Frances Early College of Education. Major professors, please come to the stage and join your student when their name is called. For the Mary Frances Early College of Education, Sarah Allen, Doctor of Education, Student Affairs Leadership, Major Professor, Dr. Lindy Parker. Jamie Caperton, Doctor of Education, Student Affairs Leadership, Major Professor, Dr. Lindy Parker. Bianca Singleton, Doctor of Education, Student Affairs Leadership, Major Professor, Dr. Lindy Parker. Jerry Quentin Staples II, Doctor of Education, Student Affairs Leadership, Major Professor, Dr. Katie Koo. Aaron Thompson, Doctor of Education, Student Affairs Leadership, Major Professor, Dr. Dallin Young. Please extend another round of applause acknowledging the tremendous work of these Mary Frances Early College of Education candidates. Thank you, Dr. Schaffer, Dr. Ardwan, and Dr. Young. And will Dr. Laura Clark, Director of Undergraduate Programs for the Terry College of Business, and Program Coordinator, Ms. Rachel Pierce, please join Dr. Dean, Dr. Ferguson, and Dr. Taylor on the stage. For the Terry College of Business, Brant Bousquet, Bachelor of Business Administration, General Business. Alex George, Bachelor of Business Administration, General Business, magna cum laude. April Jett, Bachelor of Business Administration, General Business. James Robinson, Bachelor of Business Administration, General Business, and a Bachelor of Science in Family and Consumer Sciences from the College of Family and Consumer Sciences. Taikisha Tippins, Bachelor of Business Administration, General Business. Thank you, Dr. Clark, Ms. Pierce, Dr. Taylor, Dr. Ferguson, and Dr. Dean. Let's give all these amazing students a well-deserved round of applause. Congratulations, class of 2025. And now we will welcome to the stage Mr. Eddie Garrett, a representative of the UGA Alumni Association and a proud UGA Double Dog. Thank you and go Dogs.
Good morning, everyone, and congratulations to this amazing class of 2025. Well done. So my name's Eddie Garrett, and I have the privilege of serving on the University of Georgia Alumni Association Board. And it's truly an honor to stand here with you today and share in this moment of celebration and transition. You know, when I graduated, I don't think I fully understood what it meant to be an alumnus, right? If I'm being honest, to me, it was probably just a title or something that was ceremonial, like a patch that you sewed on your jacket, or maybe a line that I would add to a resume to help me get my first job. But over the years, I've come to realize that it's not a patch, and it's not about something that you leave behind. Being an alumnus is something that you carry with you everywhere you go. It's a bond. It's a source of pride, and often it's a compass that shapes your future. When I was invited to join you today, I found myself reflecting on my own time at Georgia, thinking about the friendships, the mentors, and the experiences that left their mark on me. And it brought to mind one of my favorite quotes from Dr. Theodore Seuss Geisel, or better known as Dr. Seuss. And he said that sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. So standing here today, I can tell you that's absolutely true. From the moment I set foot on campus to where I stand today, I can see very clearly how those moments, big and small, really shaped who I am. The late night study sessions, the unexpected opportunities, the people who challenged me, and even those people who believed in me. Together, they've been the foundation of my growth, my journey, and my successes. And this university has a way of creating an environment that reaches far beyond its physical borders. It gives you tools, yes, but it also gives you perspective, purpose, and the power to make an impact in the world around you. So today, as you revel in your hard work and achievement, know that this moment is not an ending. It's a continuation of something powerful. You're stepping into a lifelong community, one that will support you, inspire you, and sometimes surprise you. And as graduates of the University of Georgia, you are now leaders. And with that comes a responsibility to act. Say that again. With that comes a responsibility to act. So let's consider baseball. I know it's a strange transition, but stay with me. If you're playing baseball and there's a pop fly to the infield and you're the closest one to it, someone tell me, what do you yell out? I got it. That's right. You yell, I got it. The secret of the fly ball is you don't yell, you've got it, right? It's not up to us to assign someone else to catch it. If you can catch it, you call it. It's about recognizing your ability and claiming it, saying, I've got it. The thing about responsibility is that it's most effectively taken, not given. So as you go out into the world today as a UGA graduate, grab your responsibility willingly. Never stop learning and stretching yourself. Meet new people, and especially young people who could really benefit from just a moment with you. And most importantly, stay connected. Stay involved. Cherish these memories, but go out and make new ones as well. So on behalf of the University of Georgia Alumni Association, I want to give you a heartfelt congratulations and welcome you to this lifelong family. You've earned every bit of the celebration today, so enjoy it. And as always, go Dogs. Thank you all very much. This is an honor.
Well, I was just seeing if people were paying attention. We skipped something. It is my honor to introduce one of our current students, one of our graduate students in crop and soil sciences, Ms. Jessica Abisab, who is going to lead us in the alma mater.
Thank you, Melissa. Welcome, everyone, and congratulations, class of 2025. I would like to invite everyone to please stand up for the alma mater. We will be singing verse 1 and the chorus. From the hills of Georgia's northland beams thy noble brow, and the sons of Georgia rising pledge with sacred vow. Alma mater, thee will honor, true and loyal be, ever crowned with praise and glory. Georgia, hail to thee. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jessica. I actually think that maybe in the future we will always reserve the alma mater for the last moment before we I close us out. So, hang on just one moment. There we go. So, once again, on behalf of the University of Georgia and the Griffin campus, I want to congratulate each student on the accomplishments we're celebrating with you today. Thank you to all the family and friends for coming out to support these graduates. Thank you to the campus faculty and staff, as well as our guests, for your attendance today. It looks like the sun is going to shine on us here this morning. And with that, I'm going to welcome you to join our graduates in reception ceremonies following the recessional. I would ask that you remain in your seats until both the faculty and the students have recessed out of the room. These receptions that are going to be taking place in the Student Learning Center are designed to allow our faculty and staff and students to mingle a bit and share some fond memories before we move on our different paths into the future. And we hope that the guests will likewise feel welcome to join us for these receptions. Each of the rooms will have some light refreshments courtesy of our sponsor, Edward Jones Financial Advisors, and Mr. Ryan Previhouse, who I recognized earlier. Please take to the note of the rooms, which I'll mention here in a moment, I hope. They're coming up. Where you can join your graduates for these celebrations. The Student Learning Center, if you aren't that familiar with the campus, is that big building just back this direction past the pecan trees. All students in the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences, you'll be meeting in room 104. I'm sure it's quite familiar to all of you. Math Ed graduates will be in room 105. Student Affairs Leadership will be in room 107. Franklin College of Arts and Sciences and the Terry College of Business will be in rooms 115. There will be signage in the hallway in case you miss who you're looking for, but you can also ask any of our ambassadors in their red jackets to assist you as well. As I said, we started out with poor weather, and you're kind of curious about how the brick ceremony is going to be. The bricklaying will be in its normal place right out in front of the Student Learning Center, and we'll do controlled release of students from each of those reception areas to lay their respective bricks. So listen for instructions as they come in those reception rooms. Students who are completing degrees in the Franklin College of Arts and Sciences and the Terry College of Business will be going out first to lay their bricks, and we'll head back to reception after they're done. There will be professional photos being taken out on site, but given the fact that the weather is now cooperating with us, I see certainly no reason that we can't have family and friends also taking their personal photos. After students have laid their bricks, we'll have those completing degrees in student affairs leadership second, followed by math education, and finally we'll wrap up with the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences. Friends and family, while you're here on campus, we invite you to tour the campus. It's particularly lovely right after a rain shower. Our campus store is located in the Flint building, which is right off over in this direction, and we will have that open in case you would like to buy some memorabilia or something to remember the campus by. While you're there, also now that the weather's cooperating, please take a moment to snap some photos with our bulldog out next to the flagpole. We didn't have the opportunity prior to the ceremony to take those photos this morning, so now is a good time to do that. Candidates, you now join over 340,000 other alumni as part of the Bulldog Nation. Congratulations and best of luck of a UGA graduate. Come back and see us and visit your brick often. Go Dogs!